Hey dancers! Today we're going to talk about how to use our feet in Latin dancing. As you can see, these dancers look very stable and very controlled. They're using a strong foundation. Their feet are turned out so that every single time they get over their leg, they're nice and solid and stable. That's what we're going to talk about today. So from a simple explanation, you close your feet, keep your heels together, turn your toes out to 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock. The main point is this: you're balanced on one leg, so that foot needs to be turned out for stability. As the other foot transitions from forward, back, or side, it maintains contact with the floor using the inside edge or the inside ball of the foot right here. We turn our feet out for stability. The majority of the steps that you do in Latin, the foot gets there before the body. So if it gets there first, you have a nice foundation that catches you as you transition over the leg. So anytime you point your foot, make sure you keep your ankles straight, whether it's forwards or back. Your feet are still turned out here. This is just a side view. So let's take a look at a basic figure and the footwork involved. You have a side step with feet turned out, brushing through the ankles, a forward check, feet turned out, a back walk, a side step, brushing through the ankles, a back rock, a forward step, a side step, cucaracha. You have hip, hip, ankles come together, change weight. Hip, hip, ankles come together, change weight. Feet turned out the whole time. So as we move up the body, we need to remember to keep our lower center tucked underneath and our upper center in. This gives us much more control over our hips and our body. So taking a look at footwork and our hip action. We turn our feet out because it opens our hip flexors. This is a cucaracha. With our hips open, it's much easier to execute the Cuban motion. It's very important that you use your ankles correctly as well. Whenever you make a transition from forward, back, or side, you have to brush through your ankles. Change your weight. We call this going from ball, flat, to ball. Whatever you do with your left foot, the right foot is flat. We're working the ball, the inside edge of the foot again. Whatever we do, forward, back, side, doesn't matter. This is the inside edge of the ball of the foot. Ball flat, ball flat. So Latin dancing is kind of like walking on the ice. You kind of check your footing. You check and see if the ice is stable, then you put your weight over it. So if you notice in this video, the leg gets there first, always before the body. So the leg goes out, then we put our weight over the foot. It's already set up here and here. And that's why we turn our feet out. It creates a nice, stable point to put our weight over the leg. 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 1. So we are working a lot of the side basics in this video, and that's because anything side, whether it's cucaracha, Cuban rock, 3 side steps, even chasses and cha-cha, this is where you get the most hip action in your dancing. You don't get as much forwards, and you get the least amount backwards. So if you want to follow along, I'm literally doing cucarachas, Cuban rock, and basic step of rumba in this video. I just wanted to give you a back view. That way you could see how we use our feet continued. Very, very, I'm going to keep reiterating it. Turned out, always turned out, planted. Here's a turn. Turned out as well, pivoting foot, over the leg, then side. All turned out the whole time. Slow motion. Forward step, planted out, pivoting foot, over the right leg, pivoting, side, all turned out. Rumba basics, side, back rock, forward step, side, forward check, back, side, back rock, forward, side, cucaracha, side, side, change, weight. Side, side, change, Cuban rock. Hip, feet flat, hip, end. Back, rock, side, forward, check, side, back, rock, side. Turning, pivot, quarter turn, side step. Back rock, back to basic. Back to our walks, our forward walks. So if you notice, they're working underneath the body with a turned out foot, ankles, placing the foot, ankles, placing the foot, turned out, ankles, placing the foot, turned out. Same thing, just forwards instead of side to side. So brushing through your ankles, straight leg turned out, place the foot, turned out. Through the ankles, turned out, place the foot. Even pivoting on a turned out foot. In this position, you want to make sure the back leg is straight, ankle is straight. Transitioning, side, all turned out. Backwards, same thing. You're going to brush through the ankles, plant the foot, turned out. Straight leg pointed forwards, right through. So there you go, dancers. How to use your feet in Latin dancing. This is a big subject. We could have definitely gotten into more, but I think this is enough for now. If you like this video, please let us know in the comments if you want more videos like this. We'd love to get deeper with all of these subjects. There's so much to cover. So the dancers that you see in front of you are trained dancers, but not trained Latin dancers. Only 3 of them have been exposed to Latin dancing. But I think just like anything you enjoy, whenever you're in the scenario, you absorb a lot more. You're very attentive to everything. So they were able to watch our feet, our body, our posture, our poise, and do a lot more than this, which was really neat. And we had them only for about an hour. So try and do the same in class. I know it's a lot, but you can do it. You have to be a sponge in class. And we know sponges can only take so much, and that's okay. Make sure you practice, dancers, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the dance floor.